Hi there, this is Ogum's weighing system, your one-stop weighing scale solution point for all your weighing needs. So today I'm going to be talking about weighbridge construction. Maybe right now you're at a point in your business whereby you need very essentially the construction of a weighbridge, and you need some basic information before you invest into this construction. Then this video is definitely tailor-made for you. So right now I'm going to start with what it is that a weighbridge is exactly. What is a weighbridge? A weighbridge is a purpose-built machine that is dedicated to weighing of large industrial vehicles and their content. The content is the essential actually. So it is the content that we are after. What's the function of a weighbridge? Weighbridges are used to identify the weight of industrial vehicles and consequently the weight of their content, like we said before. And so when goods are sold in large quantities in industries, for instance, usually this can be in form of raw material, products and what have you. So many goods are sold by weight, and weighbridges are therefore the ideal solution for performing measurements to record these metrics in quick intervals. In fact, you can imagine the amount of man-hour that could be lost just by trying to manually weigh some of these goods or products that are usually in very large volumes. So that's not thinkable at all. So that's the function, one of the functions of weighbridges. And usually you can site these weighbridges at the entry point or maybe exit point, as the case may be, depending on the need that you may have. So one of the things that you have to consider while trying to construct a weighbridge are some factors that could hamper or cause what you call immobilization in weighbridges. So let's consider some of those factors. The main causes that could lead to immobilization of a weighbridge are usually environmental factors such as water and lightning. It's so very key for you to understand this. So for instance, I'll talk about the load cells components of a weighbridge. The load cell component of a weighbridge usually is made of steel, which means that invariably you can submerge this in water and it can still stay for a very long time, meaning it can be durable. So but there are other components that may not have this capability, and so what happens? This is where experience and expertise comes in. So what happens is you have to ensure that some measure of water tightening is adhered to. Some very minor thing as rodent could destroy some very essential components of this weighbridge, and that could lead to a lot of problems. So rodent-proof protection is key. So that's very important too. So considering operating temperature range of various components is essentially one of the key things that you need to consider. Like for instance, something such as thunderstorm could happen. So grounding connection is essential to secure yourself from this phenomena. So it's very key and very important. So preventive measures are very essential when it comes to construction of weighbridge. Before you think about what 90% of the people are quick to consider before they get into weighbridge construction, which is the cost. They want to know how much is it, what is the cost of this weighbridge. There are things that you have to understand. More important than everything is the precision and reliability of your scale, because this could hamper or even destroy businesses. So that's very key. So another thing that you have to consider, apart from just the cost, again, is what access do you have to preventive maintenance after the construction of the weighbridge. So how easy are you able to access preventive maintenance? Because this could make you avoid a lot of repairs and maintenance that could be very cost intensive. So what is the plan that you have for that, and how are you going to be able to assess that. So these are very key questions that you have to answer. So now to the most important question that you've been yearning to ask: what type of weighbridge that you have to go into. Essentially, there are two major types, two popular types of weighbridges, which is the pit mounted weighbridge and the surface weighbridge. So what kind of need that you have is what is going to inform or decide what kind of weighbridge that you have to embark upon. For instance, if you need a weighbridge for a long period of time, for a long run, you need it for donkey years, so it's always advisable, and it's going to be a permanent structure. For instance, it is advisable that the pit mounted weighbridge is essential. It's key, it's very important, so you have to consider that. But if what you want is just a temporary or stopgap measure, so what you have to do is maybe the surface type is what you need. Maybe you do not do this weighing on a regular basis and you just need something in the interim. So what you're going to need is this other one, which is the surface weighbridge. Both can serve depending on what you need. Both can serve you depending on what you need. But on the long run, the pit mounted weighbridge is essential and very key, because it could stay for a longer period of time. So these are the information. So this is exactly what you need. Just in case you need some more information, cost or evaluation, maintenance, or what have you, anything that pertains to your weighbridge or other weighing needs, do not hesitate to contact Ogum's weighing system. Our wealth of experience is always at your disposal.